Well, we've been talking about this morning. Very exciting here because today marks 1 year out to the opening ceremony of the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy. And this morning, we are getting pumped up for all the action and the fun. We're pumping you up.
No Hans and Franz there, huh? We're live in the host city, Milan, with the one and only Matt Renew with our sister station in Denver. Good morning, Matt. Good to see you.
Good morning, Randy. Michelle, good to see you too from Milan, Italy.
All right, here's the question. There are two cities that are actually going to be hosting these games. Why is that, Matt?
Well, you're trying to, first off, Randy, you know, two's better than one, so why not? And then they're trying to incorporate a lot of the mountains of Italy, the Italian Alps, the Dolomites, and the beautiful landscape up there, along with the cosmopolitan city nature of Milan. So they're combining these two cities. It's only for the first time that two cities have ever hosted an Olympics, so they can sort of showcase the best of what Italy has to offer. They also have a chance here to really not build a whole lot of infrastructure, use a lot of existing venues, and so that's why they're sort of separating. It's about 250 miles, a good 5 hours apart between these two host cities, but they're going to go ahead and just put those two together and then have a first ever Olympics with two host cities.
That's so cool. Hey, Matt, you know, there's a lot of talk right now about the track being used for, you know, bobsled, luge, the skeleton, all those, that it might not be finished in time for the games. You know, we've had that in the newscast.
Yeah.
So can you update us on that?
We just talked, Michelle, to the organizing committee a few days ago about all that, and it was pretty interesting because the original plan was to just build a new one, and then they decided not to do that and maybe just have it outside of the country. That didn't go over so well. So the new plan that really has only been a couple of years old is just to refurbish their existing bobsled track that they used from the 1956 Olympics. So they're already behind. It's a $130 million project, but organizers say they're going to have it done. They plan on having those races up in Cortina on that mile-long bobsled track. The backup, of course, is Lake Placid, but they say they don't think they're going to need that. They're very confident, both in Cortina and here in Milan, that they're going to get that track built. One thing that they, the clock is a lot sooner than just a year because they really have to have the ice on that track finished well before the Olympics, so other countries can try it out before they come to the games. And so the timeline is pretty squeezed up. Whatever happens, it's going to be a nail biter to see if they get this thing done in time.
Well, as they say, tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yeah.
Paris had some tremendous opening ceremonies, you know, down the river and everything else in the rain. What are you hearing about the opening ceremonies in Italy?
Randy, you remember that rain in Paris, right? We're all standing out there watching, soaked at those opening ceremonies. It was a pretty amazing opening ceremonies in Paris, so Italy wanted to one-up that. It's going to be at San Siro Stadium here in Milan. It's 80,000 seats. That stadium is 100 years old. They've sort of refurbished it and built onto it over the years, so it's a magnificent stadium. But the thing they're doing to top Paris is because this is a spread-out Olympics with venues all over northern Italy, they're going to include cities all over northern Italy like Cortina, Bergamo, and they're going to be a part of those opening ceremonies, remotely bringing those groups in so they can participate in that event in San Siro. That is going to be something to see.
Well, Matt, Michelle was just commenting about your scarf. It looks lovely, by the way. But I want to know about that building that's off to your left.
First off, Rennie, don't think I didn't get one of these for you.
Thank you.
Coming up for the holidays. You keep a lookout for that. And then as for this building, this is the Cathedral of Milan behind me, and this is probably the most recognized symbol of Milan. It's their biggest tourist attraction. This cathedral was built, they started building it in 1386, but it took 600 years to finish building this cathedral. They didn't finish it until 1965. There are 135 spires up there, more than 3,000 statues. Countless architects worked on it, and today it is a must-see. You can actually tour it on the inside and go up on the roof. Let's hope it doesn't take 600 years to finish that bobsled track because they need that a lot sooner.
You got that right.
Well, nonetheless, you're going to look pretty stylish, I think. Yeah.
He
Set
always
the tone
does that.
early. Thanks so much, Matt. Really appreciate your time.
Right.